We look at impossible challenges and assume there must be some secret advantage. And Ghost Protocol reminds us that the real advantage is refusing to back down when everything feels like it's falling apart. Hi, I'm Aaron, and this is StoryArt Cinema. Ethan Hunt doesn't win because he has the best tech. Half of it fails, some of it breaks, and some of it leaves him hanging off a glass tower with nothing but his grip and a few seconds of belief. But what keeps him moving isn't the gear. It's the people beside him. It's trust, it's grit, and it's the courage to show up even when the mission feels too big to carry. The team around him isn't flawless. Benji doubts himself, Jane carries grief like extra weight, and Bran is running from a past he can barely face. They're not superheroes. They're people trying to outrun their fear long enough to do something that matters. And that's exactly why their strength hits so hard. Their power comes from leaning on each other when none of them can stand alone. Most of us think resilience is about never breaking. But resilience is built in the moments when we do. When the plan fails, when the ground shifts, and when we have to decide whether we'll collapse with it or climb anyway. Ghost Protocol shows us that grit isn't a personality trait. It's a choice we make again and again in the middle of the fall. And the climb isn't always dramatic. Sometimes it's a decision to try one more time. Sometimes it's trusting the people who believe in us when we don't believe in ourselves. Sometimes it's taking the next step without knowing if the next handhold will hold. The team keeps moving not because they're fearless, but because they refuse to let fear decide the outcome. Ghost Protocol reminds us that impossible odds aren't conquered in one leap. They're conquered in inches. They're conquered in breath, effort, and trust. And they're conquered when we remember that no one climbs alone. And that's the truth at the heart of it. Courage is built in the fall, and victory belongs to the climb.